Okay, man, this is really interesting. This is just one video, no turning it on and off or anything. This is the Little Red Rocks up about 3 miles from my home, right where I caught that amazing object back in December. Okay. Earlier, I went out, took the dog out, and I saw a little orangish light up there. And so I ran in and got this camera, this night vision camera, came back out, and nothing. I just, either it was on the ground or I couldn't see it. But I did see a little orange light. So just a little while ago, I did the same thing again. I went out with the dog to let it go potty, and all of a sudden I seen that orangish light again. So I ran in, grabbed the camera again, and got it on this. Okay, now this is a canyon wall behind that thing. When there is a helicopter behind that wall where this thing is, or an airplane or anything, you hear it. Hear it big time. You get plenty of warning when one's coming. So anyway, I start shooting video of this thing, and what it's doing now is it's leaving the valley, and it is, or not the valley, leaving the mountainside here, and headed down towards the valley. And not just the valley, it's headed towards Nellis Air Force Base. Now, right now you see it went behind that palm tree, but when you look at this, there is no helicopter, there's no rotors, it's not an airplane because it was hovering. It didn't make any noise at all. And when it gets this close to me right there, then I should really be able to hear it. I had a hard time keeping up with it because you get kind of twisted around the tripod on the camera. But I'm just watching it, and it's heading down lower and lower into the valley. And it looks like it's headed the direction of Nellis Air Force Base, which is directly to my east. I'm going to put a little map at the end of this video that shows approximately the line that this thing took. But I think there's a really good chance that this thing is some sort of high technology that's being operated by the military. And why they would take it up to Little Red Rock again, I don't know. But it's making zero noise, okay? Flashing, okay, that's fine. I am not one of those people that believe that a UFO cannot flash, especially when it's one of ours. You know, the whole idea, when you are a UFO of any kind, if you're man-made or extraterrestrial, I think the whole idea would be able to operate in any area and try to not raise any suspicion. Now, when you see something like this flying, though, and it doesn't make any sound, that's a big dead giveaway. Now, do we have stuff that doesn't make any noise? I think I've heard people say that we do, but I've never seen anything officially in a video or anything like that that does that. So anyway, this is just slowly heading over there, lower and lower. So eventually it just gets to the end where it's so low now you can't see it. But by then, it's almost at the Air Force Base. And this thing is definitely going farther and farther away. So that's that. Now, I'm not going to give you the guy's name, but I got a messenger message from a gentleman. I can actually say his first name. It's Chris. Who wanted to talk about something, talk about one of my videos. And I'll be damned if his favorite video wasn't my favorite video, and it just happened to be this thing, which I think it is, that was up at Little Red Rock back in December. Not only did this guy make my day because of who he is and what he said, but just blew me away with the fact that he felt the same way I did. He is a 24-year Air Force veteran, and not just that. His father worked in the space program, worked on Atlas rockets and all kinds of things. And he said that was his favorite video out of my whole collection, even though he really liked all of the others. So anyway, you guys, you can see now that this thing is behind a street light in my neighborhood, and going down where it's going to get lower than the bushes and the tops of the neighbors' roofs. The lights that you see right now in a little bit of a line coming from the back is Interstate 15 coming from Salt Lake City and Mesquite, Nevada, coming into Vegas. And the first place that right now that this thing is probably getting near is getting near the freeway. When it goes over the freeway, it's going to probably be very near the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But anyway, I am going to cut it off right about here because we're losing it and you're not going to see it anymore. But over on the right-hand side of the screen, down low, where I can't get my camera, is where Nellis Air Force Base is. So I'm not saying this is aliens or anything. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, one thing I do know is it didn't make any sound at all. So check it out, you guys. Okay, you guys, real quickly, here is the Google Earth map or depiction of where all this happened tonight. The heart that you see in the middle of the screen up high is where I am and where I'm shooting the video from, and the dotted line up high is where Little Red Rock is, where I was shooting video of this thing. And then the dotted line ends up coming this direction to the bottom of the page where you see the runway at Nellis. Now, I have no idea if it even went to Nellis or it landed on the runway. However, the way it was going when I lost it, it was already in that area. So this is a trip, and I hope you guys can like it.